Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, whatever time you may find this video. You are now tuning in to the Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles broadcast. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagles Soaring High. I want to take the time and ask you right quick to take a moment as you come in or you're leaving out as you're viewing this video or you're catching it on the replay. If you would just hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you will. Today, today, I have um, a story that uh, that was brought to me, that was sent to me. And when I saw it, I said, I got to do it. I've got to do a video on this. But before I dive really deeper and quicker into this video, let me shout out a few folks. Unique Speaks, Always Tam Tam, Evangelist Valerie, Inspiration and Conversations, Drea Lachey, Real Talk with Lady D, Evangelist Nancy Perrin, Let's Talk About It with Anita, Danielle Robinson, All of Me 100, Unwind with Teddy. Unwind with Teddy has a second channel run until that too. Speak with your girl Marcella. Consume the goodness. Dear Yvette Says. And Dear Yvette Says has a second channel called Judge and Jury with Judge Evie. And then there's Legendary Sparkle. Um, Stephen Gilmore YouTube channel. And then there is the Builders Kingdom community. The Builders Kingdom community. I'm going to ask if you all will go by these channels and check their content out and see if it's content that you will enjoy. And if you enjoy, will you please do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe to their channels? Will you do that for me? Like, comment, share, and subscribe to their channels. They will be glad to have you a part of their communities. They'll be glad and happy to have you. And well, I'm thinking about it. If you will you subscribe to my channels? Eagle Soaring High Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles. And Eagle Soaring High Channel 1. Will you just stop by and check out the content that I have put up and the new content that is coming out? Like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you will. I would appreciate it, and I would love to have you a part of my Eagles community. Yes, my Eagles community. So let me give you a little information on what we're going to talk about in this video. My mom saw this article and she sent it to me. And when I saw it, I immediately knew that I wanted to do a video on this article, on this story. It's a very sad story. It's an unfortunate story. It's a heartbreaking and heart-wrenching story. It's a sad story because what took place did not have to be. It didn't have to be. If the young man that I'm going to be talking about in this video and sharing the article with you had made a better decision, the outcome would have been better. And so I am entitling this video, "We have got to stop these challenges that is going to cost us our life. We have got to stop these challenges that is going to cost us our life." And so we're going to be talking about a 16-year-old, I believe he's 16, a 16-year-old teenager who saw a challenge and decided to do it. And the challenge failed. The challenge went wrong. And he paid a heavy, heavy, heavy price for attempting this challenge. So again, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2, Fireside Chat with Eagles, and my first channel, Eagles Soaring High, Channel 1. We're going to take a break, and I'll be right back to dive right into this heartbreaking story. Stay with me all the way to the end. I'll see you in a moment. God bless you. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome to the nest. Again, you are tuning in to the Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High. Well, let's dive right into this video. I want to shout out my mom. You all on YouTube that have uh, met my mom in the chat, y'all call her Mama Eagles. I want to shout out to Mama Eagles. She saw this article on TikTok and she sent it to me. When she sent it to me, I knew that I needed to do a video on this subject. Um, so she saw it, sent it to me, and I took a look at it, and I went to find the story on TikTok. Found it on TikTok, and later on found it on Instagram. So I'm going to say this before I share the article with you. Um, if you desire to read the article or uh, I'm going to try to remember to put it in my description box. Put the link. I'm going to try to remember to put the link in the description box so that you can find it and click on it and read the article for yourself if you choose to. I am entitling this video, "We have got to stop these challenges that's going to cost us our lives. When I look on the internet, I've got to say this before I dive into the article. When you look at the internet, when you look at TikTok and Instagram and even on YouTube, you see all types of different challenges. Some of the challenges are safe and some of them are dangerous. And I need every young person, every young adult, every adult out there to start stopping and thinking about these challenges that you see on the internet. I need you to begin to think and wonder and ask yourself if this challenge is worth my life. Is this challenge worth me doing and injuring myself? Is this challenge the type of challenge that may cause me to lose my life? We've got to start making better decisions. Everything that we see on the internet when it comes to these challenges, we can't do them. There are just some that we just got to come to the conclusion that I cannot do that. I will not do that. I will not risk my life. You got to understand and recognize and realize that when you start doing these dangerous challenges, it's just not going to affect you, but it's going to have an effect on your family, especially if it goes wrong. Some of these challenges that we know is dangerous, that we're going into with our eyes wide open, and we're going into this situation declaring that you're going to do it, knowing that it may not go well for you. Got to think nothing is worth your life. Nothing is worth you doing a challenge that may injure you or may cause you to meet your demise. I am trying to believe that there are enough smart folks, enough brilliant folks, intelligent folks on these social medias that has a good head on their shoulders and a good mind to think with and know the difference between right and wrong, safe and dangerous. And I understand that this generation that's here now likes to take a lot of risk. This generation has become a daredevil generation. Half of them, if not all of them, don't care whether they live or survive, live or die. So I'm going to need you all to start making better decisions. I know it may seem like an awesome challenge and a great challenge and a fun challenge. And you want to challenge yourself to see if you can do it and be a success. I want to encourage you today that if you just want to do the challenges, do the ones that are safe for you and not going to endanger your life. Do the challenges that it's not going to cause injury or harm to you. Do the ones that's fun, that you know that you can do and you'll be all right. But when it comes to these dangerous, dangerous challenges, I'm going to need you all to step back and think about it. Don't let the excitement and your adrenaline begin to rush, where to the point that you're not thinking clearly about the repercussions of what can happen if you doing this challenge is going to bring harm to you. You got to know that when you do dangerous challenges where you can get injured or even lose your life, it just does not affect you, but it's going to affect your family. Because if you try the challenge and you get hurt, now your family is going to be hurt and worried and concerned and sitting at your hospital bed, hoping and praying that you're going to come through. A click and a view and a video going viral is not worth your life if it's a dangerous challenge. They tell me that when we know better, we do better. And so if we know better and we do better, take the time to think about what you're about to do. Think about it before you decide to do it, especially if it's a dangerous challenge. I don't understand how social media allow folks to do these challenges that are dangerous and unsafe, how they allow them to film them and then post them on social media for somebody else to see and try. Make sure that the challenge that you are seeing and that you choose to do is safe. It's a challenge that's not going to leave you injured or leave your family at a place of grief, of hurt and pain and sadness and concern. Young people, young adults, please, please start making better choices, better decisions. Don't let nobody talk you into doing something that they may not do themselves. Don't let anybody use peer pressure to pressure you to do a challenge that may cause you to be injured or lose your life. The young man that we're going to talk about today in this video probably wish he could turn back the hands of time and refuse and resist to doing this challenge that he tried. He probably thought that he could do it and he was going to be all right. But somewhere, somehow, him doing this challenge, things went wrong. His decision to do this challenge, things went left. And it did not end very well. So, again, before you all decide to do these challenges, think about it first. Make sure that it's safe. Don't run the risk of doing it and you get injured or you lose your life. Let's take a look. The article is about a 16-year-old young man. He saw, I believe, he saw this challenge on TikTok. If the truth be known, it doesn't matter where he saw it. The fact of the matter is that he saw it and attempted to do it. Let's dive right into this article and this video. The title of the article is Fire Horror. TikTok challenge leaves football player Mason Dark, 16, unrecog- unrecognizable with horrific burns across 75% of his body. Let me read it again. Fire horror. Fire horror. TikTok challenge leaves football player Mason Dark, 16. Unrecognizable with horrific burns across 75% of his body. It says a dangerous TikTok challenge has left a teenager unrecognizable after he suffered horrific burns all over his body. Football player Mason Dark, 16, was left with serious injuries across 75% of his body after he attempted to create a makeshift blowtorch. Mason Dark's attempts to create a makeshift blowtorch. Mm. The latest TikTok trend sees users trying to make the blowtorch using a lighter and a spray can. Mason nearly lost his life after the can he was holding exploded in his hands. The teen's mother, Holly, recalled the phone call she received from his friends informing her that he had been in an accident in a video online. The article says, I went to sleep and we get the call from one of his best friends that there was an accident and something with spray paint blew up. Mason was burned. He jumped in the river. He can't really move around. It's really kind of blur. I believe this is his mother. Um, she's been interviewed and talked to. And if I didn't say it, this is fair use. The article says she later said in another clip, I hate this. I hate that we're going through this. These kids, I really wish that we could let these kids know the dangers of all this stuff and the risk that they take on such stupid stuff, thinking they're having a good time. The teen from Wake Forest, North Carolina, ran outside and hurled himself into a lake with 75% of his body burned. Let's stop right there, right quick. Dropping stuff all over today. That's God gonna get me through this one. This one has made me nervous. Let's look at this. Mason Darks sees this challenge on TikTok. And the challenge had something to do with creating a makeshift blowtorch. A makeshift blowtorch. The two things that he needed was a lighter. A lighter and some spray paint. I believe that's what it was. spray paint, a lighter and spray paint. And so I guess what you do with it is you take the spray can and you begin to spray it. And you strike the lighter, and a huge flame should come flying out. A lighter and a spray can. First of all, who in their right mind sits and think you must have a lot of time on your hands to be sitting around the house to come up with a challenge such as this, a dangerous challenge, one in which you know could go wrong, could go left, and you set your camera up. Not talking about Mason Dark. No, I'm not referring to him. I'm referring to the one who started this challenge. The one who came up with the great idea that you get you a lighter and a spray can and strike your lighter and spray the substance within the spray can out to make a blowtorch. Now you've done it and it's become a success for you. You take it and post it on TikTok. You post it on social media and you challenge other folks to do it. Why? What were you thinking? What was going through your mind that made you say, oh, I'm just sitting around the house doing nothing, maybe playing my video game, maybe cleaning, maybe cooking, making a meal, making yourself a sandwich, going to the refrigerator, get you a cold drink or something. And then all of a sudden you get the idea to do something so ridiculously stupid. And not only do it, but you do it and you film it and then challenge others to do it. Others do it and they are successful. Everything went well. Nothing happened. They got out there, did it, and had this nice little cute little blow torch, and now you filmed it and it's done gone viral. Then they get on there and start challenging others to do it. Not understanding that you have a young generation out here watching videos. This is why I say that we got to be careful about what we take and post and plaster on social media. Because you're going to find some folks out there that think they can do it and be just as much of a success, and then their video's going to go viral, and then they're going to get the clicks and the views, and it's just going to be wonderful and awesome, and then they can challenge somebody else until that unfortunate day when Miss Dark, when his mother got up, his mother and father got up that day. Maybe had other siblings. They got up that day, shower, changed, put their clothes on, and sat down at the table. Not a part of the article, just my own thoughts. Got up, sat down, had breakfast with Mason, and not one thought came to them that their 16-year-old son would get on his computer, his laptop, his tablet, get on there and surf the internet, surf TikTok, and come across this challenge. Sure, she never thought that her son would try something so dangerous. Things must have been well and going well with them, and they probably had plans to go out. Maybe they all had plans to go out and do certain things. I don't think when Mason approached his mother that day and said he was going out to hang out with his friends, I don't think it was a thought in his mother's mind that the next time I would see my child would be laying in a hospital bed because of a challenge that he saw on TikTok. And just not a challenge, but a dangerous challenge that he attempted that went left, went wrong, and landed him in the hospital. Goes out and hangs out with his friends, and he tries this challenge. I'm assuming that the incident happened and evening time had come because his parents gets a phone call, one that his mother Holly, had not expected to get. The phone rang. She probably thought it was a family member, a friend that she could just sit back and relax and chill and conversate with. I don't think that not once did she think at any moment in time that when the phone rang, she was about to get news that was going to devastate her, turn her life and her world upside down, inside out. She didn't know that she was about to experience some pain and some hurt and some fear, all because her son saw a challenge, attempted to do the challenge, and it went left. It went wrong. It, it landed him in the hospital. A makeshift blowtorch mess up this 16-year-old boy's life, a football player. Can only imagine that he had to be smart and intelligent. Can only imagine that his grades were great. He was probably a son that made his mother proud. Every now and then maybe gave her a little trouble. Now a 16-year-old young man, football player, tries this challenge and has now messed up his life. He probably didn't foresee this happening to him. He probably thought that he could be like everybody else and do this challenge and watch it become a success. And then post it. Possibly get the clicks, the views, and watch it go viral. And then return back to his sportsmanship, his sport that he played, football. We've got to stop doing these challenges that's going to cost us our lives. Can only imagine that when things went wrong and things went left, not only was there the shock of what was happening, but possibly instant regret might have landed on his mind. The article says the teen from Wake Forest, North Carolina, ran outside and hurled himself into a lake with 75% of his body being burned. The article says Mason was rushed to the hospital and remains in the UNC burn center. Gut-wrenching photos show the teen lying in a hospital bed wrapped in bandages. His mom says they pick up in the article with his mom again. And she says his mom, Holly Dark, told WRAL her son is unrecognizable with third-degree burns on 3/4 of his body. See how in an instant your life can be changed. In a split instant. I need every young person, every young adult. I need every person on that's going to view this video to learn from this article. Learn from Mason's dark life. Learn from this. He tried a challenge in which he saw on TikTok, attempting to make a makeshift blowtorch, and it went left. It went wrong. It went so wrong that he was on fire. And he suffered third-degree burns on 3/4 of his body. Can you imagine the pain that this young man endured? The hurt, the suffering, the agony that he endured. Caught fire and went running and threw himself into a lake to put himself out. Paramedics got there, discovered that he had been burned badly, suffered from third-degree burns on 3/4 of his body. His mother went on to say, "We come to find out now from the surgery that he's got the third-degree burns. It's like a T in his back, and it's from him taking off his t-shirt. When he went up in flames, when he was caught on fire, when he sprayed the spray can and lit the fluid that came out, the can exploded in his hands. It exploded and he was caught on fire. And because he was caught on fire, he snatched the t-shirt off his back, which left a T in and on his back. Listen, it says, we come to find out now from the surgery that he's got the 3rd-degree burns. It's like a T in his back. And it was from him taking off his shirt. And then it got stuck or something. We did not find out until yesterday that it was actually 76% of his body. The team is expected to recover. Look at God right there. Something right there. Right, can we just stop and have a praise break right there? Right there. Right there. Look what the enemy has done. The enemy tried to take this young man out, but God stepped in. Yabo. Come on, somebody. That's something to shout about right there. Right there. Just have a praise break because they're saying that the team is expected to recover from his injuries. That is something to give God some praise for. When the enemy came to sift Mason as wheat, God stepped in and took control. My God from glory. Hallelujah. Somebody ought to praise him right there. Somebody ought to praise him because we could be sitting here and I could be reading this article. And this article could have said that he was burned so bad and had so many injuries on him that he lost his life. But God, oh, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. If you don't believe in God, this ought to help you believe in him. Because can't nobody do this. Couldn't nobody have done this but God. No one could have stepped in and kept him like God. Says we did not find out until yesterday that it was actually 76% of his body that had been burnt. The teen is expected to recover from his injury and is expected to be in a burn center for 6 months. His mom added, the way he looked when those kids saw him when he first came in to what he looks like now, it's 100 times different. Because what they're saying is that when the incident first happened, when the unfortunate incident happened, he was burned so bad till he was unrecognizable. His mom didn't even recognize him. But now they're saying that he's going to recover from his injuries. He's going to recover from his injuries, and he's going to be in the burn unit for center for 6 months. The burn center for 6 months. And his mom is saying that when they first brought him in, he doesn't look like what he looks like now. She's saying that it's 100 times different. So he's starting to be restored. He's looking better now, is what his mom is saying. That he's looking better now, that he's healing. The article goes on to say he jumped into a river to extinguish the flames. The risk of infection from the river water is high, on top of having second and third degrees burn. Let me read it again. The risk of infection from the river water is high, on top of having second and third degree burns. The article goes on and says, speaking about the video challenge on social media, the mom told ABC 11, the kids, they all watch so much of tech, talk, and do all the different things. The spray paint and lighters and all of that's been going on for years and years. So I know that the challenge is out there. They're constantly doing the different things on TikTok, imitating this, doing that. It's like these kids just try anything these people do. They see it and they want to imitate it. They want to see how they can do it and what will happen. So I've just been, hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Had to move my cord out of the way so I don't knock my charger out. So I've been learning more and more details from the kids that were there. And it's hard trying to picture it, what happened. I'm just so thankful that the kids were there and they were smart enough to call 911. My Lord. Let's see. It says the page regularly provides updates on his condition. So I believe this is an update. The latest update reads, Mason has made it past the first 24 hours. Praise the Lord. They are trying to regulate his body temperature, blood pressure, heart rate, and breathing. That is good news. That is good news. I'm trying to see if there's any more of the article. That is it of the article of the 16-year-old young man who was a football player by the name of Mason Dark, who was 16 years old. Again, I need to tell and ask every person now, stop what you're doing. Lord, stop what you're doing. Every Everybody, just stop what you're doing. Every young person, every young adult, right now, whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening to this video at, I want you to just stop right where what you're doing, right where you are. Just stop and hear me good. Be careful of these challenges that you are choosing to do. Be careful. Stop choosing these challenges that are dangerous. Stick with uh, the dance challenges. Stick with the singing challenges. Stay with those things that are safe, that's not going to injure you or bring you close to losing your life. Please, you are the future. You are the future. Yes, you young man. Yes, you young woman. You, that's what you are, the future. You're the next generation. You're the next generation. You're doing well with your sports. I know you want to do things that makes you look brave, makes you feel brave. But think about it. Think about the situation before you jump into it. Think about it. Make better decisions. As sad as the situation in this circumstance is, I'm telling this story for you to learn from Mason Dark's bad decision. I know he didn't think that it was going to go that way. I'm not blaming Mason, not attacking Mason, not at all. My heart goes out to Mason. But I want every person that comes to their mind to do something like this, to think back on Mason, think back on how he had a spray can and a lighter and struck it and sprayed and the thing exploded and he caught on fire. And he ran to get to the river to put himself out. Please, whatever you do, be smart enough, intelligent enough, and brave enough to reject these challenges that may injure you or cost you your life. Don't let nobody talk you into doing a challenge that's going to wound you or cause you to lose your life. And social media needs to do something about this. They need to do something about this. Stop allowing people to post these type of challenges on your platform. Help to save somebody's life, somebody's daughter, somebody's child, somebody's son, somebody's nephew, somebody's niece, somebody's aunt, or save somebody's life by removing challenges like this. That somebody that didn't have anything to do, that was sitting around their house and was bored and decided to do something like this and became a success at it and challenge others to do it. Whitney Houston did a song that says, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. I'm asking social media, I'm asking YouTube, I'm asking TikTok, I'm asking Twitter and Instagram. I'm asking you now. I'm calling you to the carpet. I'm calling you to the red carpet and asking you to stop allowing people to post dangerous challenges that is injuring the children or almost taking their lives out. Stop this. We've got to stop these challenges that's out here that's going to cost the next generation to be injured or worse, lose their lives. When they got up, when Mason and his family got up that morning, they did not foresee or expect to go through this experience. They didn't foresee it. They did not know that this was coming. Make better decisions. Make better decisions, smarter decisions. Don't do stuff to be a part of the popular crowd or to show that you're not a punk or that you're not scared or you're not frightened. Don't do these type of challenges that's going to injure or cause you to almost lose your life. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If the Mason family sees this video, I want you to know that I send my condolences and heartfelt apologies and sorry that you all had to experience this type of thing. I want you to know that I'm praying for Mason. I'm interceding for Mason and others that have tried challenges like this and things went left. I'm praying for a speedy recovery for Mason, praying strength for you, his mother, and his entire family. My prayer is that God restore him and restore unto him. And though the road that he's on right now is not going to be easy, but by faith, he's going to make it. By faith, he's going to get up. He's going to continue to heal, praying for the Dark family that you all will experience a miracle, that God is going to heal and deliver your son, and that he's going to rise back up after being healed and delivered and continue to go on to play football and be something great. Because what the devil meant for his bad, God turned that thing around for his good. I'm so glad that those that was around him didn't panic and freeze up, that they were able to see what happened and call for help. We're praying for him. I'm praying for him. I'm asking all of my subscribers right now, asking all of my subscribers and all of those of you that hide out in the clouds and those of you that's going to catch the replay. I'm going to ask that you would pray for the Dark family, Mason Dark's family, as well as the children all over this world, that they will make better decisions not to attempt these dangerous challenges, that they will reject them. That's what I'm asking all of my subscribers. When this video premiere, all of my subscribers, pray for this young man, Mason Dark. Remember him in prayer. Remember his family in prayer. Remember those that was with him when this unfortunate incident happened. Pray for those. Pray for them as well. Good God Almighty. We're praying for it, for this family, the Masons family. I thank you all for tuning in, and I pray that this video helps every person out there that does these challenges, who sees this video, will think twice before they try these challenges. Why? Because we got to stop these challenges that's going to cost us, or almost cost us, our lives. All right, we're getting ready to go. This video is a little long, but cutting it off here, and I will be back with final thoughts. And after that, I'm going to let you go. All right, stay with me. This, for those of you that's just tuning in, this is the Eagle Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High. If you will, coming in or going out, would you like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not? I would appreciate it. and would love to have you a part of my Eagles community. Well, we'll be right back, and I'll be back with final thoughts, and then we're getting off here. I'll see you in a few minutes. God bless you. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Again, this is the Eagles Soaring High Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I am your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagles Soaring High, and we're just about done. I want to take the time to thank all of you for tuning in and coming into the nest to hang out with me. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I send out virtual hugs and kisses to you all. Thank you for your support that you have shown towards me. Thank you for your faithfulness that since I've been off for a little while, that you all are still hanging in there with me. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. So from my heart to yours, I send a great big thank you out. I love you all so much for the support, and it doesn't go unnoticed. I am blessed. I am really blessed to have as many subscribers on this channel, my second channel, um, that it's beginning to build up. Want to thank, I'm not sure who subscribed, but somebody subscribed to my channel, which took me up to 46 subscribers, and I want to thank you for that. Want to appreciate you. Welcome to the Eagles community. Um, I really hope that those of you that's going to catch this video will grasp the message and decide to make better decisions and choose better and wisely of the challenges that you choose to do, because this situation with Mason Darks could have really went all the way left, but stepped in. God stepped in and became a wedge between him and the enemy. And so I thank God that he's on the road of recovery and being healed, and that God is restoring him. Again, I am praying for the Mason family, for the Dark family, Mason Dark's family. I'm praying for you all, that God will continue to strengthen you all through this trying time, and that God will begin to heal him and restore him back to good health. Uh, this was a shocker for me. This article was a sad one for me. Broke my heart to see the extent of these challenges and the damages that it is doing to our young people. But again, God is good, because Mason Dark is healing and recovering, and that's a good thing. Just pray that that his family be strengthened and encouraged as they continue this journey, and that we will hear from them again of the awesome testimony of what God has done for them. I'm thankful for it. We're going to get ready and get up off of here in just a little while. I want you all to tune in to the broadcast next week because I have another heartbreaking, heart-wrenching story to tell. One in which I saw what started out as a beautiful day for this group of people became a nightmare. On next week, I want to share this story with you, this article with you of a couple who had gotten married. They just got married, had a beautiful day, enjoyed themselves, and tragedy came into view. And what was a beautiful day, what was a beautiful wedding, became a nightmare. And so I want you to tune in next week, and we're going to talk about this incident, situation, this circumstance, this sad situation about a groom and his wife, his new bride, and the tragedy that stepped into play that has turned a family's life upside down, inside out. Such a tragedy. But stick around with me and come back and hang back with me in the next or next week, and we're going to talk about that situation. Well, as I always tell you, as I get ready to end my lives, as I tell you to get ready to spread your wings. Yes, spread your wings. Spread your wings and begin to fly. Yes, fly, fly high up in the sky. Begin to fly over every hurtful thing, over every negative thing, everything that causes you pain, over every lie, over every rumor, over every false narrative, over every storm, over every trial. Fly high up in the sky. Fly over every trick and trap of the devil. Fly high in the sky and begin to soar. Yes, soar. Soar right into your victory. Why? Because the Bible says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. Will God bless you once again. This is the Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2 Fireside Chat with Eagles. I'm your host, Minister Antoine Williams, aka Eagle Soaring High, and I am signing off. I am once again praying for Mason Dart and his family that all is going to be well and that he's going to continue to be on the road of healing. Well, I'm getting ready to get off of here. May God bless you, may He keep you, and may His love forever shine upon you. And until the next time, stay blessed and safe in the arms of the Master, and everything is going to be all right. I will catch you in the next video. Good night.